Well, here's a great free resource that I've used over the years, particularly when I had women club members or clients or whatever that needed help with something. Um, in other words, like maybe in a divorce and they're getting the short end of the stick, or something with fighting for a child, custody or housing issues, money issues, because maybe they're not up to snuff on financing, uh, help with their kids, the child can't go to school, pay for school or whatever. Violence issues, that's big nowadays. Housing, I mentioned. Uh, it's these are called women's commissions, or the Commission on Women's. Now, every state has one, and also many cities and things like that. And what they have are resources too. I would call them up and looking, helping a woman, say, hey, where does she get money and help to do this? And they seem to know, because what they do is follow legislation to make sure that programs help women, because it's mostly guys that are voting, right? So that's the last thing they think of is daycare. I don't take care of the kids. What the hell do I care? Well, the daycare. So those kind of issues. So that's what their work is, mostly lobbying the people make the laws to make sure that women are covered for this. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But they also know the existing programs. See, by being in that business every day, fighting for women's new laws and protection and money and stuff like that, they know what's out there. They know who's doing what in your state. See, that's what's so great, because they know your state, and they're set up by state. So it's not calling the National Women's Hotline or something. Somebody in Albuquerque is trying to tell you what to do in New Jersey. So it's people in New Jersey who are studying this all the time. Now, here's a sample of Ohio. And actually, this is Columbus, Ohio. So Columbus, Ohio has a commission on women, City of Columbus, commission on women. And if you just call the governor's office, if you can't find it, because they'll know, or the mayor's office, they'll know if they don't. Now, here are the resources for individuals. And so there's hotlines, general information, or family health matters, domestic violence. We talked about a lot of health sources here, a lot of housing help here, rental housing, homes on the hill. Don't know what that is, but other people that help with housing, workforce. Women in the job force, in the workforce, getting lower pay and everything. That's nonsense. So what do you do about it? How do you know, or you feel that you're discriminated against in the workforce? Well, these are people besides the EEOC you could call, and they're free too. But there's another, equal pay. Well, see, these are the experts. They study it all the time. So that's why you're looking for, to fight issues that you need help with. And actually, they have, I forget what, my damn picture's in the way here. How do I get rid of that? They have for individuals. Oh, I see. They have a special resource for just the workplace, one for the workplace and one for individuals. So in a workplace, you're not. So these are all people that give you free help, information, even money and things like that to solve these problems. Okay. So they know about the problems. They know who's, involved in it and has resources for you to help. So that's the Commission on Women. Okay. And it's in every state. You'll have to dig through a little bit to do it. But if you put a commission, because you're not going to get people selling you stuff if you put Commission on Women so much. Like if you got legal help, then you would. So if you put a word like commission for women and put your state and see what pops up. Nothing pops up, then you call your governor's office and say, hey, where's the Commission on Women? Because I think all but one state has it, or maybe two states or something like that. And then they probably have the cities and things like that. You can start looking. So it's a great source here. I'm always looking for people that I could show off my business to. They'll do it for free, and then I look smart. But see, you can't know everything. So the key to getting good help, money, or whatever you need is people who have to know that. You go in and Google, divorce or something, or equal pay. You're not gonna. You talk to somebody who's been studying that 10 years, man. They tell you the two websites that you only have to know about, not 2 million. or 2 billion. That's what you'll get in Google. So forget Google. Get on the phone. Well, I got two websites that help people find money and help they want to get out of financial trouble or to do the things they always want to do in life: buy a house, start a business, get an education, get out of debt, things like that. And I concentrate for 40 years now, or more probably, on finding free sources of money. These are government grants or nonprofit organizations. So I have two services that help people do this. One is called leskohelp.com. And this is a closed Facebook group, where we help each other. And I do the research. When you ask a question, you can ask me a personal question, and you start a discussion that you need, tell me what you need money for, and I do my research to find you the best possible sources of government programs or nonprofit organizations that will help you solve that financial problem. So that's $20 or $19.95 a month. But if you don't want to join anything, and there's a lot of people like that, I understand. I have another service for only $5.95, and this is where you could download a report of all the sources of money and help in your state for your problem. So if you have a financial problem, paying bills or debt and things like that, for $5.95, you download a report of the name, address, phone number, and video instructions of how to contact these people and how to apply for their money to solve your financial problem with debt or credit card, things like that. Then there's another report for every state on starting a business, a nonprofit, or invention, or working on your crazy idea. And then also how to get a higher paying job. This is job training money, education money, college money, things like that. And what remember, they're just places in your state. That's where the action is. Okay, then there's for health care, dental care, prescription drugs, and even pet care. And then there's free consultants in every state, mentoring, consulting, research, legal advice, things like that. And then real estate, you want to buy a house, rent a house, you got to pay your bills for mortgage and rent, things like that. And then about a dozen or 2 dozen places in your state that give you free legal help. So all those reports are available on leskoreports.com. So that's two places. Maybe I can help you there. If not, just watch the videos on YouTube, and that gives you links to go get it yourself. The biggest problem is you have to know it's there. That's what I do, and I've been doing it for 50 years, and I hope I have about 15 more.